Peace family, Michelle from Supersfarm. So I am watering the garden early this morning. We don't have any rain in the forecast and I'm not going to be able to take care of the garden for the next 3 days because I'll be at a conference for my job. So everything is looking pretty good. I just need to put some water on everything so that it stays that way. Because, yeah, you know how that is. If you ever have to leave town, it's just like, it's like your baby. And you don't want to leave your baby. Alright, so in this bed I've got some kale. For the most part it's my onions. I tucked in brassicas because I saw someone, or I read somewhere, I don't exactly remember where I got the information from, but anyway, that the pests that typically like brassicas will be repelled from them if you have like certain plants interplanted with them. And onions, garlic, and really fragrant like rosemary, lavender. That was one of the plants that you could interplant with your brassicas. However, I don't think that's working because there's quite a bit of bug damage on my brassicas. And it just came with the warm weather. It was not that way during the winter and the fall months. It was not that way. So anyway, I don't know if I'm going to keep them in here. I planted these brassicas. There's a video where I say something like it's not gonna grow in the trash because those brassicas really got a late start. I had another out-of-town trip for my job, and anyway, I wasn't able to tend to them in time, and they were in the shed under the grow lights, and I wasn't here to turn the lights on. And of course I thought about it after the fact, like I wasn't even in town, and I thought about the fact that those seedlings are probably going to come up while I'm not here. And sure enough, they did. They came up, and they were extremely leggy because they were looking for some sun. So that's pretty much what I planted here. Let me show you guys. You see those brassicas? I'm pointing the water on them. That's some of the brassicas that I planted. This is kale. Back there in the back where the water is now, that is broccoli. And they really are doing well. They really did catch up. I mean, if you watch that video, you saw how scraggly and scrawny and pitiful looking those plants were. There's not much going on the greenstalk. I just have this chard at the top, really. The parsley and the cilantro, it's bolted, and I need to pull them out and figure out what I'm gonna put in the greenstalk. See, look at all that damage. And I'm gonna keep it for now. I only harvested this kale a handful of times, and that was really just to get it to produce the larger leaves that you could actually do something with. But look at this here. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And it's kind of like one of those things where, of course, nobody wants to see that on their plant, but I almost feel like I want to leave it because maybe they'll stay over there. Like, I hate to say it because I know it's gonna I'm gonna come back and it's gonna be a completely different story, but this one looks pretty decent, and this one is decent. Yeah, but these are broccolis here. See, this broccoli is next to the thyme. It's in between the thyme, cilantro, and rosemary, this one. And there's damage on it. I can't say it's completely damage free. There is damage on it. So I'll take that off. But let's continue watering so we can get out of here. All right, this is an ice cream banana. And I ordered this from, where did we order this one from? I believe we ordered this one from Fast Growing Trees. This is a pomegranate. And I got this from my local feed store. Alright, here's 2 blueberry plants. And I got these from the nursery. I have a video where I got these. This one is called the Climax, which I absolutely love that name. I'm gonna confess that is why I bought this blueberry. Because I love the name, the Climax. And I got these from the nursery for my birthday. There's a video, go plant shopping, something like that. That's where I got these babies. Okay, here's the garlic. And again, I have some brassicas tucked in. Those are the same brassicas that y'all saw me plant. And they're doing pretty good for the most part. There's another one somewhere. Oh, it went to seed. Look at that. Those yellow flowers. That's one of the broccolis went to seed. There's another one there. It's not doing so well. Isn't that something? Same plant, planted at the same time. You have that, and then you have that. All right, this is a mandarin. This is a birthday tree, and that is a clement. Is that a clement? Columundan. That's a columundan. So it's doing pretty well. I really don't need to water. It's not going to do much anyway, because I would imagine the roots are doing pretty well. This tree, this columundan, has been here for 2 years. I planted it 2 years ago. And it hasn't fruited. It was a little baby tree when we got it. So we'll see. These are Brussels sprouts. So I've tried to grow Brussels sprouts every year since we've been here. It's just, it doesn't get cold enough long enough here. And I got some little bitty baby Brussels sprouts last year. So I started these much earlier this year. I started the seeds. I want to say, I probably have the tag somewhere. But anyway, I started the seeds much earlier than I did the previous year. And no, still little baby Brussels sprouts. All right, onions. I got a little sage plant here. That is lemon verbena. Just random things kind of tucked in. In these containers, I have onions. Do you ever have to go out of town for your job or for family, or, you know, you ever have to leave your garden? Man, it's hard. It's hard to do. Too many times I have had to leave my garden and I come back and things were forgotten. Oh, I didn't know that was there. Oh, I forgot. And it's just heartbreaking because it's your work, man. It's your hard work that you look after. And, you know, anyway. So I'm putting a little water on my garden early this morning, so that I cannot worry about it. All right, these are leeks down here. You know what this can be is a good instruction manual for anyone that I asked to look after my garden. I've left you a video journal of how to do it. You simply take your time and you walk around and you put water on everything. So that's a guava in the pot, and it's also a guava down there in the ground. I thought the one in the ground died, but nope, you see, it's actually looking really good. So now I have two guavas. And that's a fig tree. LSU purple, I think. Yeah, that came from the Fast Growing Trees website as well. All right, I'm gonna fill up this water pan again. That's just for different little creatures that come in here. The cats, the dogs, and bunny rabbits, and anybody else that wants to drink. One thing that I want to work on, that I've been working on, that I identified I needed to work on last year sometime, was small talk. I don't do a lot of small talk. I talk about the things I'm interested in, and I do a lot of listening. I listen a lot. And it's interesting because, you know, on YouTube, people come to hear you talk for the most part. That's what I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but um, you know. Okay, so in this bed, we've got the vervain. Look at it, those beautiful purple flowers. And look, the blackberries, all those little white flowers. Yay! I've got hyacinth tucked in there. Oh, I've got all kind of stuff going. Sunflowers, dandelion. I got all kind of stuff going in this bed. This is the only bed that I haven't top dressed for the season yet, because there's so much going on in there. I don't want to mess up anything. Like, mainly this vervain. It is rocking out right now, and I didn't want to screw it up because it seems to be doing pretty good without me. All right, these are broccolis. Okay, here I got some sweet peas. Let's see what else I have in there. I think I have, I don't know, that's another kind of hodgepodge bed. Oh, I know I have some carnations where the hose is. And daylilies, Asiatic lilies, and then of course in the back, that's the asparagus bed. When I was a younger woman, young lady, I wanted to be a speaker. I wanted to travel all around the world and be a journalist slash speaker. And I find it interesting. I I get excited. I've always done this. I get excited when I'm talking. Like, in my mind, the words are going 100 miles an hour, and my mouth can't move fast enough. So I still have this awkward thing that when I catch myself doing it, I usually tend to laugh at myself because I know what's happening. It's interesting because not many people say, like, oh girl, you really stumbled your words on that one. Most people are like, oh, you did great, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh gosh, you didn't hear that? But I used to recite poetry and write short stories and recite short stories, and I really enjoy that. I've gotten away from it. Life has gotten me away from it, which is an excuse because God gifted me with that, with the ability to write and communicate, and I really want to get back to that. I come across so many insightful, just man, thoughts throughout my gardening journey. I read the word. I try to read the word every day, and I'll see like parallels between what I'm reading and what I'm actually seeing, especially in the garden. And I want to share that. I feel like it can really help young women, especially. I gave birth to 3 girls. I have some bonus babies. But I feel like my journey is worth sharing with someone that might help someone. And I think about that often. All right, now we got to use the watering can. The hose doesn't come all the way back here in the back. So here's some more of those brassicas that I planted. Those little scrawny, scraggly brassicas. Look at them now, man. And see, they're planted with onions. And it's like I said before, I sort of hate to say it, but they're doing pretty good. This is a goldenrod. Let's see, these are collard greens. I actually harvested and cooked some of these collard greens. I believe I posted a short here on YouTube. If not, I know I posted a reel on Instagram. If you're not following us on Instagram, hey man, what's up with that? Come on over to Instagram and follow supersfarm. All right, I tucked in some nasturtiums all over the garden this week. Just as I had time, I just kind of tucked them in. Look, this broccoli. Now, is that going to seed or is that a broccoli head? I think it might be going to seed, huh? None of the other ones have that. Oh, man. Blackberry blooms. So pretty, so pretty. The promise is beautiful. Look, some of those blackberry blooms are pink. All right, I got some sweet peas I need to pick real quick. All right, the composting crew is out. Good morning, Mumble. This is the sweetest chicken. I mean, the sweetest chicken. Her name is Airbender. She's my escape artist. She started it all. And then there's May May, the cat. Everybody's getting started on their day. This is gonna be sort of like a brooder thing Super's working on. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and bottom water these trays. Okay, so these are tomatoes. These are mostly basil and like little small flowers, tomatoes, eucalyptus. This is a muscadine that I started from seed. Pretty excited about that. Tomatoes, more tomatoes, and all of this are moringa. This is all moringa. Well, not that tray. But all of those down there and all of these are moringa. And this one overachiever here, look at that. I think this is, it might be, I'll have to watch it. It might be because of the plant, the cup is a little different. I did plant some kumquat. I did root, well, not root. What is the word? Ow, Mimi, she's trying to climb up my leg. Sprout. I did sprout some kumquat seeds, and that might be kumquat, I don't know. But anyway, family, just wanted to put some water on the garden, share with you some things I've been thinking about, check in with you guys, because I'm going to be at my conference, and I might not be able, be able to check in with you guys. So you're my family. I got to check in with you. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope your garden is doing awesome. Thanks for checking in with us, family. We'll talk to you soon. Peace and blessings from supersfarm.